What is happening, NJ Gaming Dude here, and it's time to make some more people mad when it comes to Elden Ring. More specifically in this case, the fact that I feel like George Railroad Martin is the one that's actually trying to make everyone mad because he put out a tweet that was weirdly worded, and it talks about something that I don't think anyone has announced nor was considering to expect, which is a TV or movie adaptation of Elden Ring. Now, for everyone who's played Elden Ring, we all know that it's about the player character and the well, not necessarily the player character, but the exploration, going from location to location, finding things, and then trying to find a way around it, whether it be a boss in the way. If their boss is too strong, hey, how about we go in completely different direction and see what else we can find? Oh, we found some underground catacombs that take you from one end of the map to the absolute opposite direction, or they keep going down and down and down until you find yourself in what looks like the depths of hell, effectively. You know, like there's the wonders about exploring, walking around, just maybe not, I was going to say switching your brain off and walking in just one direction, because the thing is that if you don't know where to go, or you don't have a specific place in mind, most likely you're just going to pick a direction and just keep walking until something stops you pretty much. I say effectively a lot, but yeah, something that just stops you right then and there, or whatever can stop you from continuing to move forward. So for it to be a movie or a TV series, it would need to focus on the lore, the characters, the bosses, or it should either be a prequel or sequel to the actual events of the game. Because I feel like you can't have, the tarnished, adventuring around while the event of a movie or TV series is happening. And depending on what type of story you're wanting to tell, it's very difficult to either now know that it is going to be a movie or a TV series. But the main reason why I wanted to talk about this is the idea that if this is true, which is it's just a rumor that's being propagated by George Railroad Martin at the moment, but if this is true, it would make it clear then that Bandai may very well be trying to turn this into a multimedia not just a multimedia franchise, but actually turning it into a franchise like Dark Souls. We had Dark Souls, we had Dark Souls 2, and then we had Dark Souls 3. In between, we did have Demon Souls and Bloodborne, so to speak, but, because Bloodborne and Demon Souls were Sony exclusives, Sony do own the rights to those titles. But when it comes to Dark Souls, that is FromSoft's IP right then and there, and the same thing goes with Elden Ring. So there is very much a possibility they could do an Elden Ring 2 and follow on from their current design ethos of Elden Ring. And then what differentiates Elden Ring to Dark Souls is the more open nature, the twisting, turning roots of the underground and things like that put together. It's all differentiating factors, so it would be nice to see Elden Ring also being a franchise in and of itself. Do we need more? Will they take that design ethos and start to create a different franchise, like a brand new IP from Dark Souls and Elden Ring, and create a new franchise right then and there, which will have sequels and things like that? Who knows? But they are taking Elden Ring a lot more seriously, again, given if this rumor is true. Now to get to the part that's actually the weirdest of everything that's going on here, the tweet from George Railroad Martin specifically. I'm gonna have to clear my throat for this one. So what his tweet says is, "Oh, and about those rumors you may have heard about a feature film or television series based on Elden Ring, I have nothing to say. Not a word. Nope, not a thing. I know nothing. You never heard a peep from me. Mum. What rumor?" So I think the mum is supposed to be like mumbling almost. And he did kind of do some of... Okay, so he did the world building for the actual game, but it feels like 99% of the work was actually kind of done by FromSoft anyways. That being said, it does make me wonder, like, why George would actually, make this sort of tweet. Granted, he's known more so for not writing anything, really, because the thing is that he does. So obviously he did write the Game of Thrones books, but the thing is that the show outpaced his writing pretty much immensely, and then as soon as they didn't have anything to adapt, they kind of tried to make up their own thing, and that's kind of where the the show itself went completely downhill entirely. So that's actually kind of an unfortunate case, but the thing is that he doesn't really write his books that quickly, and in fact is known to kind of drag his feet in terms of his writing as well. So it does make it feel quite difficult for him to have actually written up some world building for Elden Ring, but then again, I suppose that wouldn't have been mentioned if it wasn't at least in some part way true. So yeah, let me know what you guys think about all this in the comments below. Do you think that a TV show or a movie could actually work for Elden Ring, even though it's the exploration of the games, or within the game itself, that kind of adds to its content the most? Do you think that they're going to tackle, if they do make a story for the TV show or movie, that it's going to be related to the lore? I mean, it kind of has to be. Or are they going to try and write a brand new story? Hell, even if that is the case, could it possibly be a prequel? Could it be a sequel? Will it actually have anything to do with or be in parallel of Elden Ring itself? And what do you think about Elden Ring becoming like a proper franchise? I feel like that's also an interesting thing to consider, that, there may very well be an Elden Ring 2. What would that look like? An Elden Ring 3? Kind of similar to like what they did with Dark Souls. But I think the longer something goes on for, the worse in quality it gets. So it's kind of a case of best to just hop out of the gravy train while you're there and try and make a new franchise then and there. But it really kind of depends on who you're talking to, who you're talking about, and what kind of franchise you're looking at. Elden Ring, I feel like, is just an exceptionally well done single game on its own. Does it need more? Not necessarily. Would it be nice? 100%. Let me know what you guys think about all that in the comments below. Like the video if you liked it, subscribe to the channel. I'm aiming for 300 subs by the end of the year, and with all that said and done, I do upload every day, so I'll see you guys tomorrow.